This video shows an auditor undertaking an IATF 16949 remote audit at a certified client focused on the customer complaint process. The audit is with the customer service manager and the quality manager. Watch this video and see whether we think the auditor undertakes this audit effectively.
Good morning. Thanks for connecting on time. Can you firstly introduce yourselves, please?
Sure. I'm Bill, the customer service manager. I own the customer complaint management process, but get support from quality manager James.
Thanks. So I saw from my pre-audit planning that since the last audit, you've had a customer complaint from Ford regarding defective mouldings, part number 345-78930, and this caused them a line stop. Do you think you could show me the problem investigation, please?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull up the 8D. Everyone see my screen?
Yep, that's great. Thank you. So could you explain the containment action that you took?
I will let James explain that.
Yeah, okay. We firstly send somebody to the customer to do 100% inspection of all stock. We verified there was no product in transit and then did the internal containment of product in the warehouse and WIP.
Okay, so I'll verify the records of that later on. Could you explain how you considered Ford customer specific requirements when you were responding?
Sure. Let me open the Ford CSRs. All right, so here's our Ford CSRs, and you can see these are the Ford requirements that we must meet. If I scroll down here, so they specifically say all the requirements when responding to any complaint.
Okay, thank you. So I see from the 8D that you met the initial timing requirements for containment. What methodology did you use to identify the root cause?
So the team brainstormed using what we use, a fishbone diagram, and then took the top 3 most probable causes, and then on those we used a 5 why analysis. Okay,
so let's follow this root cause then. I see you added a new gauge. Could you show me the PFMEA for this process step, please?
Shall I get that out?
I can pull it up here.
Okay, that's great. Could I now see the relevant process step in the control plan, please?
Sure.
Okay, can you see that?
Yes, I can. Okay. Thank you.
You can see that the team reviewed this and updated it in the last week.
Yes, thank you. I see the operator is responsible for undertaking the 100% check using the new gauge. Do you have a standardized work for this task that I could see, please?
Yeah, let me pull it up for you. I don't seem to have that to share right now, but I'll get it to you.
Okay, that's fine. I can take a look at that a little later on. So let's take a short break and then we'll follow the trail to the shop floor. Could you prepare to show me the workstation and the gauge, please? I'll also need to talk to the operator. Is that possible?
Yeah, we just must obey the safe distancing rule that we have implemented here. So James, can you take the camera to the shop floor?
Firstly, after establishing the connection, the auditor confirmed the roles and responsibilities of those participating in the audit. This is important as it should be ensured that the process owner and any relevant supporting personnel are available for the audit. Secondly, it was clear that the auditor had done good audit preparation and had established that there was a serious issue with one of the organization's IATF customers, namely Ford. Effective audit planning is really essential to undertake an effective remote audit. The auditor then followed the audit trails asking for evidence. made good reference to the Ford customer-specific requirements, and audit trails were followed to the PFMEA and the control plan. The auditor then stated he wanted to see the implemented change and instructed the organization to take him to the specific workstation using remote technology. So let's summarize the key learning points. Even though this audit was undertaken remotely, the following should be applied. Although the audit was done using remote technology, the auditor was still applying the automotive process approach, incorporating risk-based thinking, particularly focused on the risk to an IATF member, namely Ford. The auditor ensured that the audit was undertaken with the relevant process owner. The audit included a sample to verify the relevant customer-specific requirements were understood by the organization and were being effectively complied with. And finally, the auditor made it clear that even though the audit was being undertaken remotely, that they wanted to follow the audit trails to the shop floor using documents, namely the PFMEA and the control plan, as a focus for the shop floor audit activity.